I'll just let the other people in. अरे बाप रे. Okay. So to the people who are here already, let me just share what you will be working on today. First of all, the first thing that everyone has to do is fill the attendance as usual. Um, all the, I hope that all the basic questions that come up sometimes get answered by the stuff given over here. Um, Guys, very quickly, let me know if the attendance forms are opening and if it's working and stuff. Also, guys, we received communication today that there will be classes tomorrow, but there won't be classes on the 2nd. Okay. So, please, keep that in mind. Day after tomorrow, there are no classes. Okay, Nakshatra, Sudesh, Avni, Lena, Ruth. Give me a thumbs up if y'all are done filling in the attendance form.
I just joined. Can you send the attendance once again?
I can send it again. 1 second. And I've also linked more people keep entering the room. Okay, I'll send it again. 1 second. Okay, so I have linked the papers also. So NID people, you guys will be doing the 2015 paper. Okay. If you have done the 2015 paper, then try the 2017 one. Okay. More people. Okay. NIFT, you guys have two options. So out of the two, whichever of the two you have not worked on before, please attend that one. And architecture people, also there are two options. Whichever you have not done before, please attend that one. For NID students, you have an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, so your time starts right now at 7:35. NID people have to give their work by 8:50. Okay. Yes, the 2015 paper is really nice, so please do that.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
I had network issues, so I just joined. Can I know which
Okay.
paper NID students have to do?
2015. I'll send the link again. Just give me
Okay.
1 second. NID students have to submit their answers by 8:50. I think that's 1 hour and 15 minutes from now. Yeah. NIFT students, 30 minutes per question. And architecture students, 15 minutes per question.
Excuse me, ma'am. How many options do architecture students have?
2.
I've attempted both.
You've attempted both of them?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. So, do you know which papers you have not attempted yet? You can try any of them. Any of the ones that you've not attempted, you can attempt.
Okay, yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
If you have not attempted either of these two, every other architecture student who is present, out of these two, if there is one that you have not attempted before, please do attempt that one. If both of them you are done with, then you can choose one that you have not done before. Either way, it doesn't matter which paper you do, it just matters how you do it. Okay. Uh, are there, is there anyone else who has just entered and needs the links again?
I just joined.
अच्छा, ठीक है, 1 second. So please read all the instructions. I've sent it. Okay. Read all of the instructions. NID students have to send all of their answers into the chat by 8:50. Okay. NID students have to send all of their answers in the chat by 8:50. NIFT students have 30 minutes per question, and architecture students have 15 minutes per question. Okay. Shruti, Tejas, Archana, have you guys filled the attendance form?
Yes, ma'am.
Shruti and Archana, what about you guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Navya and Nakshatra, what about you?
Ma'am, I'm filling it.
Okay. Nakshatra?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ruth, Sudesh, and Avni, what about you guys?
I filled it.
Okay.
Filled it, ma'am.
Okay. Sudesh?
Mom, it's not opening for me.
The attendance form?
Yeah, mom.
How is that possible?
Ma'am, can you send it again?
Open for me.
Okay. Guys, genuine request. Please, let's try to join the class on time now.
Ma'am, just one more thing.
Hmm.
For NID, is this just round one or both rounds we have to finish by 1 hour, 30
No,
minutes?
no, just run one. We
Okay.
are right now NID, NIFT architecture, all of them. We're just considering run one in the next how many ever minutes I have told you to finish it in. Huh? And then you will do run two as well. Okay. And most of the time, run two you will be able to do only at home because there is we have a lot of papers to go through and stuff, like a lot of answers. Okay.
Also, ma'am, how much time do we spend on round two?
Same amount of time as run one.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Huh?
Ma'am, I joined and I left the meeting. Can you say something?
I can. 1 second. Anyone who's just joined and requires the links again? Ridhima, Sanhita, and Prashasti, have you guys filled the attendance form?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rahini? Okay. Mehak, what about you? Okay, just explaining what run one and run two is. So, for example, you're writing the NID paper, right? So, for the past couple of years, the amount of MCQs that have been coming in round one ka exam have been about 25 to 30 to 40, around that number, right? So, what happens is once you're done with the MCQs in the exam, you have about 2.5 hours left, right? So out of that, so that 2.5 hours is what, 150 minutes, right? So if you split, because if you want to go over each question 2 times, then you can split your time into two. So 150 minutes divided by 2, right? So that would be 75. So what you do is in the first 75 minutes, you answer all of the questions once, right? So you decide all of your answers and you decide how you're going to execute it, decide everything, make your decisions, and roughly put all of your answers on the paper. Clear enough that it's you can still see it, but rough enough that you can move on quickly to the other answer, right? Once that is sorted in the first 75 minutes are done, then you go over every answer in the next 75 minutes again so that you are able to go over each answer twice. Make sure it's appropriate for the question asked. And then also are able to, darken it appropriately without missing out on any answer. Got it? Everyone? Give me a thumbs up if understood.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, in a question they have asked aesthetic composition. So
Hmm.
any 2D composition can work, right?
Yeah. Yep. Any other questions? Devanshi, Aditya. Huh.
In left, option 1 and option 2, aren't they the same?
Okay.
Because when I opened, I got 2018 paper for both. Could you
No,
just
they're
check?
different. Yeah, they're different. The
Oh,
link itself is different.
okay, ma'am.
Let me open it once again. I'm pretty sure the links are distinct.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
could you please send the links again?
Who is this?
Yal.
Why are you late? Hmm.
Sorry, ma'am, I forgot.
Huh. Sending. So the two Niftwala links, one of them is 2017 and the other is 2018. One's 2017, one's 2018. Okay.
Okay.
Yalini, you have to not be late, okay? This doesn't work. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am?
And actually, you should be going to the offline classes because you are able to reach. है ना? I've sent the links again. Who
Ma'am,
else was someone was yeah, tell.
ma'am, can you please explain the second question, NID?
Can you read it out, please?
I mean, the third question, given our four boxes without using arrows, show direction.
Yeah. I mean, you have to, you can't use arrows and you have to make the object such that the direction of them explains where they're going. Does that make sense?
Okay, so I
So
can,
if, so if there's a snake, if it's, you know where it's going, right? You can tell
okay,
which direction it's going in.
can
है
I
ना?
draw a compass and similar things like that?
I'm not telling you this now because that answers the question.
Okay, okay.
If any of you are in need of attending the crash course, there's a crash course happening. You can check out what's happening because there also you learn a lot of things really, really fast, right? So if there's anyone who needs the crash course, you can access it. It's the room is called Crash Course, Mr. Velu. And if somebody needs perspective, like the basic perspective and objects in perspective, Miss Sunanda is also taking a class. So you can drop in and quickly see what's happening over there. Okay.
Crash course about?
The entire thing, basically. Right.
Okay.
Crash courses for the people who have their exam coming up. So, like for NID, if their exam is like NID exam that's gonna happen in December, and they've recently joined or their basics are a little unclear or something, then they can join the crash course. The class is going on alongside. It's a good way of ensuring that you know everything, you know all the basics that are required. So if there is someone who needs the crash course, I would say, एक बार just check out what's happening. If it's not what you need, then you can come back. That's also an option. Could you please resend everything? Okay. Hmm. Should I resend all of the questions, Charvi? Like, should I resend all of the points or just the links? I've resent the links. If you need the points again, let me know. Ritika 2026. Have you filled the attendance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Acha, just saying it again for the people who have just joined. First of all, let me know if you need me to send the links again. Okay. But the timing, the submission timing for the answers is non-negotiable. Okay. So here is the submission timing. Here are the links all over again. And here is a list of commonly asked questions to clear out any doubts you might be having. Okay. So NID people are doing the 2015 paper. NIFT people have two options. Whichever of the two options they have not solved before or not attempted, they can choose and do that. Same goes for the architecture students as well. Here you will be attempting your drawing section. Okay, and you can attempt your MCQ sections later. And any doubts with that, you can contact either Aditya sir, whose number I've put in the chat, or Miss Meena. Even if you have joined or started these classes very recently, please do attempt the paper because it will tell you what you have to expect from the exams itself, and it will let you know what is important to study. If you've very, very recently started to the point where you're not ready to give the exam, there is a crash course going on at the same time in another room called Crash Course. It's being taken by Mr. Velu. You can drop in and see what's happening and see if there are, is there a what way to follow to clear out your basics so that you can get a little bit of that confidence and you can attempt the paper. If you have done the paper before, if you've done both the papers before, you can either attempt it again or you can choose a paper that you've not done before. The point is doing the paper within the time. The point is doing the paper with the exact kind of precision that you would like to have in your exam, right? And if you're writing both NIFT and NID, or NIFT and architecture, or architecture and NID, and you don't know which one of the two papers to attempt right now, do the paper that is your priority. So if NIFT is your priority, do that paper. Right? What is run one and run two? I hope everybody is aware. Please let me know if you're not. Once you're done with run one, upload all of your answers into the chat um, so that everyone can see them. Okay, upload it such that everyone can see them. And also make sure that you divide your time very, very specifically to all the answers that you are attempting. For example, if there's 10 questions and there's like 82 marks worth of questions and you have 75 minutes, right? So you're going to have to divide your time per question and make sure that you are able to attempt all of them at least once. So that's very important. Okay. Utkarsh, Dishita, any doubts so far?
I'm extremely sorry, ma'am. I joined
No.
late today. Can you just give a recap
Okay.
on what we're doing today?
Okay, so I have sent the links in the chat, also with a list of all the questions that I usually asked. ठीक है? First thing you will be doing, everybody should have done by now. Charvi, Dishita, Utkarsh, Dakshin, Arushi, everyone should have done by now is filled up the attendance forms which are linked. Okay, so whichever one you are doing, if you're doing the NID paper or you are an NID student or you're doing an NIFT paper, whatever it is, fill that attendance form very, very quickly. Second thing is select the paper that you are doing. So, for example, if you are working towards NID, you are doing the 2015 paper. If you are a NIFT student, you have two options. Whichever of the two options, whichever paper you have not attempted before, please attempt that one. Same goes for architecture students. Whichever of the two papers you have not attempted before, please attempt that one. Okay, attempt only the drawing section. MCQ section you will do by yourself later. If you have any doubts about the MCQ section, please contact Aditya sir or Miss Meena, whose contacts I put in the chat. Even if you have recently joined these classes and are not really sure about how to get the papers and stuff, I encourage you to please try it because it will tell you what to expect and what to, sort of what to know what you will be, what you have to produce in the actual examination, right? So once you have done this paper, you will have a little bit more clarity on that. If you've done these papers before, but that attempt wasn't your greatest, or you are just getting more confident with your work, then try to attempt it again and apply any previous feedback you might have received. Please think of all the feedback that you have received previously on your work and try to channel it into your new work. Otherwise, we keep doing papers every day, but we have to take from what we have already learned and put it into our work. That's very, very important. Okay. If you are writing two subjects, so if you're writing like NIFT and NID both, and NID is your priority, so write that paper, attempt that paper now, right? If NID and architecture is your priority, do that paper now. So choose which subject, which of these streams you're going to be doing on the basis of what is your priority. And we are doing this in run one and run two. So run one will end for NID students in 75 minutes, but the thing is we are very strict on timing here because we have a very limited amount of time. So NID students will be submitting their work by 8:50. NIFT students, if the paper that you have chosen has only 3 questions, then you have an hour and a half. If architecture students, if your question paper has only 2 questions, then you should be ready to submit your paper in about 10 minutes, right? Because there was 15 minutes per question and we started a while back. Okay, and what you will be doing is you will be uploading it both on DQ Edge as well as in the chat over here, and set the um, this
Ma'am,
thing. Yes. Ha, Harshnev, tell
ma'am,
me.
in question two, like we have to draw the representation for following in the box below.
Hmm.
Uh, do we have to draw pictograms or
It
anything
doesn't
else?
say pictograms.
Okay, but is it said like potholes ahead traffic sign?
Huh.
So uh, I don't know, like it is depicting for pictograms or any other thing.
Does it say pictograms?
No, but it is written that
Representation,
you have to draw for traffic
see, just
sign.
because it's a traffic sign doesn't mean it has to be a pictogram.
So then traffic sign has to be compact picture, right?
Sure, but it doesn't have to be a pictogram.
Okay, like
Hmm. Charvi, which link do you want? NIFT, NID, which one? Hello.
Architecture.
Architecture. Okay. Hmm. Where do architecture? Mm, let me see. Jan 2025, first link. Second link is September 2020. Yes.
All right, ma'am. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Huh. Okay. Read. No, Archana, 4 different objects, 4 different things. Right. Not the same thing. Again, repeating this for there's one student here who is 2027. Please note that this is not a class for 2027 students. Their class is in perspective 1 and objects in perspective taken by Miss Sunanda. So you will have to switch rooms. there's also a crash course going on. So if you very, very, very recently joined and you are a little unsure about your like basics and stuff, and you want to get or you want to get any basic doubts cleared out and such, please just check out the crash course. Mr. Velu is taking it. If you are in need for any basic clarifications and such. Otherwise, I hope you have all started your paper. Olive, any questions? Harshita, this is a exam readiness class. So these guys are attempting the papers and stuff. Okay. Since your exam is next year, how far along are you in terms of like which module are you on? Are you done with objects in perspective and stuff?
I'm nearly done with that.
So you should be in that room then.
Okay, okay. Okay, ma'am, bye.
Bye. Okay, anybody else who is okay? Olive, Jarvi, Kavya, Sucheta, what about you guys? Any doubts? No doubts? There should be some doubts. Guys?
No, ma'am, I don't have any doubts.
Okay. Utkarsh?
No, ma'am, no doubts.
Uh, okay. Arushi, Yalini, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Just know that all of the questions try to answer them in full A4 sheets. That will help you learn how to cover as much area as possible. Okay. Satvika, Harshnil, Ritika, any doubts?
No, ma'am, not yet.
Okay. Janvi,
No, ma'am.
Navya,
Ma'am, this is like a specific question for the paper
okay.
that we're doing.
Okay.
So there's a question that says you are going for a survey to rural area for
Hmm.
general health awareness.
Hmm.
Write 10 steps on how you would approach getting this information.
Hmm.
But they've also given small boxes.
Yes.
So like
10.
a small depiction of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure that you do not include step like get ready, get in the car and stuff like that. Today we did a paper. I saw one answer like that. Okay. 10 steps on getting the information. So 10 ways that you would get this information. Okay.
Yes, correct.
Hmm. Sanhita, Prashasti, what about you guys? Any doubts?
No, ma'am, no doubts.
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
Siddhesh, Archana.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Aditi Hegde, Tejas, Leena, Avni.
No,
Doubts,
ma'am.
please. No doubts? None at all? Avni, Leena, Ruth, Nakshatra, any
No
doubts?
doubts, ma'am.
Shruti,
No, ma'am.
Navya.
No, ma'am.
How come there's no doubts today? What? Okay. ठीक है. NID students, another 50 minutes to wrap up the entire paper. Yes? Round one, but still. Run one, but still. NIFT students, raise your hands. NIFT students, please raise your hand. 2 participants. That's it? Only 2? Any other NIFT students? Okay, so I'm guessing 3. ठीक है. Okay, fine. Architecture, how many students? Raise your hand. Tejas, one more, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm expecting architecture students to start putting their answers in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, the paper I'm attending April 2019 has 5 questions. So can I get like at least 10 more minutes?
Then you have, yeah, you have a little bit more time then. Okay. ठीक है, 15 more.
Ma'am, NID BDES 2015 has 10 questions, and
Yeah,
I started
75
attending
minutes.
it at 7:45. Ma'am, the time division is difficult, ma'am.
Sorry, bud. That's how it's gonna be. 8:50. Because the more we keep letting time just go na and keep adding time to you guys and stuff like that, the more like, it becomes like, ah, it's fine if we go late also. And I think that's not correct, right? So submission is 8:50. Yes? Take it as a take it as a challenge because like see, what if something like that happens, God forbid, happens in the exam also, right? But we have to pull through. Okay. Tejas, your hand is still up. What's up? Any questions?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am. I just forgot.
ठीक है. Okay. Any questions, guys? Any questions?
Ma'am, for this NAD BDES 2015,
Huh?
question number one should be write the meaning of that one is, or we should draw that, ma'am. Draw in paper.
Read out the question because I don't like that. It's hard to remember.
Pictorial images given below. Write the
Hmm.
meaning of the following tutorial.
So you're supposed to write the meaning.
Okay, ma'am.
What was your question? Write the meaning or?
Write the meaning of the following pictorial.
Huh. No drawing. Just, is there a space for drawing? I don't think there is. Charvi, both the links are attached 2025 and 2020 September. You can choose whichever you've not done. You should have started by now.
Ma'am, I did, but it has like 4 questions. So how, like, I mean, you said that we have to submit it like now.
You should have started it at 7:35.
Yeah, but then you said like 15 minutes per question, then it should be
No,
what?
mostly it always has this thing, 2 questions only, right? Right. So we run one would be half an hour. Now you have to split that half an hour into 4 questions.
Oh, all right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Any other questions?
Ma'am, NIFT 2017 has 9 questions. So how much time do we have?
That's a issue that they faced. You only have to do the first 3. They've accidentally put 3 years K questions in 1 year. So you just have to do the
Oh,
first one, first set. So it says section 2 drawing, section 3 drawing, section 4 drawing, right?
ma'am, no, it's separate 9 questions. Like question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do the total for those questions. Do the total, marks ka total.
Second.
Each of them is 30 marks, right?
Yeah. Each of them are
हाँ
30.
नहीं it's an issue only. You have to do the first
Ma'am,
3.
no. First 6 is for 30, and then
Hmm.
question 7, 8, 9 is for 40.
Do the first 3, beta. Do the first 3.
Okay. Ma'am, but I started with question 8, so is that fine?
Okay. अरे यार. Do the last three then.
Okay.
Do 7, 8, 9.
Okay, ma'am. Done.
But you have to submit it by 9 sharp. So manage your time.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do question 7, 8.
Devanshi, any doubts? Ritika, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Adya, any doubts? Vritti, Navya, doubts.
I had a doubt in one of the questions.
Tell me.
So they've given a whole story of the golden goose,
Huh?
and they've said draw four significant parts of the story.
Huh.
Like, do they want us to make it like a comic, or can I just draw four?
4 significant parts.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be like. I guess that. Okay.
Ma'am, for the NID fifth question, um, should we do the illustration like full A4 or should we leave
Which
some space
question?
for it? The keep in mind senior citizens in society analyze one
Full
fact,
page.
and
Full
we should
page.
write somewhere else, or should we write it
Back
then?
side of the page.
Yeah, okay.
Ma'am, for the same senior citizens question, it says suggest changes to the problem. So,
Yeah.
oh,
So flip the sheet.
find solutions for the problem.
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, like, do we have to draw the problem or the solution?
Both.
Okay.
But in the question, they've only said suggest changes to the problem. So I thought we
By
only had to draw the
sketching them
solution.
out.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, Tejas.
There's a question which says design and draw an appropriate pattern for a square tablecloth. So we have to draw a tablecloth.
Read it again.
Design and draw an appropriate pattern for a square tablecloth. Color or shade it for enhance its visual quality. So we should just draw a tablecloth.
Just the pattern.
Okay, pattern. Ma'am, these kinds of questions are asked in architecture.
Like I've said before, the reason we ask you to do these papers is first of all, the past year papers for architecture with the sketching questions are mostly unavailable, right? But these kind of questions and this entire set will help you finish. Thank you. Will help you finish your paper on time.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so I have to only draw the design and not the tablecloth. Okay, yes, thank you.
Ma'am, for NID 2015, question number 6. When we are showing the conversation, should we only show it in the boxes or should we write lines based on it, like a story?
Read the question.
Show a humorous conversation between knife and an onion in the given 4
Try
boxes.
to keep the dialogues minimal because dialogues really impede the flow of a comic, right?
Huh.
So, sure, write dialogues, but your visuals should be the one that are explaining what's happening in the story. है ना?
Yeah. All right.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, this question has been asked before. I just need to make sure. We have in the question 5, we have to draw the origin problem and then the changes.
Yes.
Okay.
Any doubts, guys? Any more doubts?
Using arrows for direct show. Wait, given our 4 boxes, without using arrows, show direction. What are they actually trying to tell, mom?
Read it again.
Given our 4 boxes, without using arrows, show direction.
So if someone's moving in a particular direction, do we need arrows to tell us which direction they're moving in?
Yeah.
Do you need arrows to, if I walk by you, do you need an arrow?
No.
That. Get it?
No, mom, I still didn't get it.
So, for example, if a snake slithers by you, you know which direction it's going in, right?
Yes, mom.
Or if the sun rises, you know where it's rising from.
Yes, mom.
Like that. Get it? 4 answers. When you look at those answers, you immediately know which direction is being referenced.
Okay, mom. Okay.
Got it?
Yes, mom.
Any other doubts, guys? Anybody else who is confused about the same question? Anybody else who's confused about the same question? Again, I'm asking anybody else confused about the same question? I can explain it again. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a doubt. Yeah, so on the NID paper, question 5, this has already been asked, but suggest changes to the problem, as in we have to change the problem itself.
Suggest changes in the problem? What?
Yeah. Keeping in mind
Read the entire thing. Read the entire thing.
keeping in mind senior citizens in the society, analyze one problem that they face at home or in the neighborhood, suggest changes to the problem in the space given below.
Changes for the problem in the space given below, it should be.
To the problem, but
yeah, but
yeah.
huh.
So
So
solutions basically.
yes.
Okay, ma'am.
In the question where it's like the funny dialogue between the onion and the knife, are you allowed to like split the four boxes?
No. Do not increase the number of
Don't divide it into two.
no. Do not increase the number of boxes. Keep it the same.
Okay. Yeah.
Any questions, guys? Okay. Anyone? Any other questions?
Ma'am, for question number 10, NID 2015, it says you have to make rotis or puris and have no rolling pin to flatten the dough. Students illustrate four alternative ways using objects from kitchen by which you could make the rotis.
Yeah.
So make like four boxes and then illustrate it like with
Yes.
a certain description.
Yes.
Okay.
Archana, what are you asking? Speak up.
How is the eighth question?
Read it out, no?
Draw color palette for the following, and they have given four stuff. Cockroach.
Yeah, the colors you would find on them, color those.
Okay.
Whatever colors are there on the cockroach, you have to just put those down. Sunflower and what else was there? Parrot and cheetah, I think. Pretty straightforward, I think, है ना? Whatever colors you would find on them, just put those down into the boxes.
We just color them.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
What about Navya? Question?
No, ma'am.
Ritika? Nothing at all?
Ma'am, for this second question, draw a representation for the following in the boxes below. It shows that potholes ahead, traffic sign. So should we draw a pictogram?
So representation is not necessarily always a pictogram, right? There's other ways to represent it as well. You can abstract it, you can this, you can that, right?
Should we fill that box, ma'am? Fully.
Yeah.
Like drawing poster kind of thing for potholes ahead.
No, not a poster. A poster, you require a big space. Just a pictorial representation. Right? Tell me.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it? A
Okay.
representation doesn't always have to be a pictogram. Any other questions? Archana, Tejas, Harshnil, Rayani?
No.
How much time do architecture students have right now?
Um, your past time.
But
Time's done.
nobody has actually shared anything.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Janvi, I haven't heard anything from you.
Ma'am, I'm not yet done. I'm still doing.
Okay, Harshneil.
I'm 4 questions done.
Okay.
Working on.
Okay, good. ठीक है, nice. Submit, Utkarsh, put your work. Olive, put your work.
Ma'am,
Immediately.
ma'am, I'm just
Olive,
sending.
हाँ, Kavya, Shakti, Dishita. Dishita, put your work. Quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
Janvi,
Yes, ma'am.
put your work. Raini, Arushi, put your work, please. Devanshi, where's your work? Vriti, Navya, Aditi Hegde, Archana, Siddhesh. Nakshatra, where's your work? Please put your work very quickly. Nakshatra?
Yes, ma'am,
And
putting.
Anvi?
Mom, I still have almost 4 questions left.
Why? How come?
It took
Hmm?
a bit long for each question.
But why? Because you were supposed to divide your time, right? Were you not? Leena, what about you? Prashasti, Samhita? You were supposed to manage your time. That's the point of the thing. है ना? Yeah.
I still didn't finish, mom. I still have 25 minutes in my DQ bench. Time going.
How do you have 25 more minutes?
I started it late.
No, but that doesn't count. You understand? That doesn't make a difference.
He's a man of facts.
Okay,
है
mom.
ना? There
I'll,
has to we start at a particular time.
okay, mom. I'll submit it.
Yeah.
Even I just did run one, ma'am. So even should I submit?
Ha, run one only I am.
Okay.
Huh.
Yes,
Navya,
ma'am. Post it.
Vriti.
I'm just uploading, Mom.
Ma'am, I have attempted 2019 April paper.
Okay, put it. You've put
Yes,
it,
I
right?
did.
Devanshi, Yalini, where are your answers? Yalini, put your answers in the chat. Arushi. Utkarsh, still no answers from you. Chalvi, the first
Ma'am,
answer that you've sent is upside down. Send it again, please.
1 minute.
Mummy said that to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
First answer is upside down. Send it again, please. The
Yes, ma'am.
robot one is, it's fine, but I do require more detail for it. I don't think it's the best version of it you could have come up with. है ना?
Due to time, I was just like, what do I make?
Try to think of, for any given answer, think of 4-5 different questions. For any question, think of 4-5 different answers, and try to find which one of them works best. Right. Tejas, the first one, the aesthetic factor of it is quite good. Check the parallel, like the parallel lines have to be parallel, right? and the perspective of the box, the purple box in the middle, is a bit off. So I want you to check that also. And also see, any composition that you come up with, any composition that you come up with, there has to be some intentionality to it, right? So put your intention, like, the composition, the eye of the person looking at this, looking at the sheet. You're supposed to be able to decide where the viewer is gonna look first, right? So that I think you have to work on a little bit more. And the
Like,
human figures in the next one, huh?
can you give an example for what you told, like
So for
how to catch it?
composition, see, compositions study different styles of compositions, study rule of thirds, study S composition, study Y composition. For example, if there's a road coming down, right? Like if there's a road, you can draw it in an S composition, right? And golden ratio, golden spiral and rule of thirds and stuff, right? So look into that, look into symmetric compositions, asymmetrical compositions, look into what is that? Yeah. Mm, balanced, unbalanced, look at like continuity, look at gestalt principles, look at you know, like letter formations and how you can use letters to make compositions, right? So if you use the letter Y, right? Then one very easy example is that, someone's praying or something and they've raised their hands upwards. That's a very easy Y composition, right?
Okay, I
So
understand.
anything that you compose, there has to be some intention to it. What are you trying to express? How are you trying to express it? That is very important. Okay. Mm, I assume everybody else has already put their work in the chat. Okay, they're just moving on to the
Ma'am, I've
next
sent it.
one. Moving on to the next one. The humans come off a little bit rough, where there's a class full of people sitting, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Really want you to work on your humans because I see that they're studying anatomy, but their own anatomy doesn't really look like the same thing.
This is run one, right? So I just did the humans as fast as possible.
But still.
I'll work on it.
Yeah. Okay, the flowers and everything is fine. All of that is okay. The inspector one is way too rough. Usually you don't draw it this rough. It's very rough, है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Especially the character, the two characters that I rushed it a little too much.
Very nice human face that you've done. The eyes, there's something
Yes.
off about them.
Yeah. I cannot
And
understand
the
like what is
shadow
off.
on the nose as well. The shadow on the nose as well. In a couple of days, I think whenever we have this class, at the same time, there will be that, like today, there's
Human figures.
perspective class going on. One day, there'll be human figures also. Attend that or
Yeah, I haven't
attend it.
done that. I'll attend that crash course though.
Huh. Cluttered, uncluttered. This Sanhita's this thing. Okay. I mean, but the cluttered one is not really cluttered. It's quite clean actually, right? The only difference between the cluttered and uncluttered is that the uncluttered one seems to all of the objects, their edges are parallel to the edge of the table, but the amount of stuff is still the same, right? Uncluttered would mean less amount of stuff. You would remove the clutter, right? Right.
Okay, ma'am.
Charvi, you have sent that the buses, right?
Yeah.
I want you to start doing live sketching because there is a certain quality that comes with normal human sketches and everyday sketches that simply is not transferring yet. Okay.
Okay.
So I want you
Right.
to work on that a little bit more. I think the next is Utkarsh. Utkarsh, you also, I see that You think of what the idea is, but you're not able to sketch it out the same way that you think of it, right?
Yes,
So I
ma'am.
want you to start and double the number of sheets that you do today. So if you did 2 today, you should do 4 tomorrow, and then 6 or
Okay.
maybe 8 or 10 or 15 or how many ever possible. But I want you to consume a lot of, other people's work and try to produce equally as much work. Okay.
Hmm.
Because the ideas are there,
Oh,
but the
yes, ma'am.
execution isn't, right? And the same
Hmm.
goes for your
Okay.
next answers as well. The same consistency
Okay.
problem is there in all of them, is that the human figures are also very inconsistent. है
Hmm.
ना?
Yeah.
With your color palette one, I would request you look up all 4 of these words
Okay.
because they have come out a little bit incorrect. There's more to
Hmm.
these, all of these words than just 2 or 3 shades. ठीक है? And I'd
Okay.
ask you
Yeah.
to look them up and sort of try to do color palettes not only for this but for a lot of other things as well. And I think that will clear a lot of stuff out. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
As for the, this is also yours only. No, this is Devanshi's. The balloon and the gun and the vines one. Your answer is very good. The execution does not match it, Devanshi. Right? Is she here? Okay. Yeah, she is. She is okay. Fine. But for the roti wala question, stretching is not an appropriate method. And use a bowl or using a cutting board, sure. But again, those have come out a little bit more generic. You can go for things that are a little bit more unique. In terms of the onion wala story, most of us have written a lot of dialogue, right? There's a lot of dialogue that has been written for that, and I want you guys to reduce the amount of dialogue you write by half. Like, get rid of all the unnecessary words, the unnecessary lines. Make it as snappish, as quick as possible. You need to get from the beginning of the story to the end of the story, right? Um. But I'll see again your Devanshi, the story is nice, but the actions of the two objects are not really showing what's happening in the story, right? And see, with the potholes wala question, I would have appreciated if you wouldn't have written potholes ahead, right? Or I appreciated if you would have shown the word clean rather than write clean. So it's those little things that really make a difference in any answer, okay? Speaking, okay, Yalini, nice. I quite like it. You've done it quite differently, but you've forgotten that there were frames involved, right? Um, ah, but nice. It's such a nice story. Shakti, the sketch isn't completed, and I can't really make out what's happening, honestly. If you would just darken it a little bit, I'd be able to tell.
Yeah, mom. Like I did just run one, and then I use a 2H pencil because often I darken it very often and very fast. I apply too much pressure, so they recommended me to use 2H pencil first and then darken it. I'll just send it to you properly once I'm done with round 2.
ठीक है. Yalini's sketch for the goose wala thing, didn't it have 3 or 4 frames?
I couldn't finish it. I did only two.
Oh, okay. But so far, it's a good sketch. Moving on, Navya, the color palette one, please do complete it and just look up those animals again. I think that will clear a little bit of the color palette wala question. See, they can ask you color palette questions, so please be sure that you do study it a little bit and color theory, and as well as like the color wheel and analogous and monochrome and this and that, all of those types of things. Please do study them beforehand. Okay. Um, bowl, hand, chopsticks, oil bottle. No issues at all with the entire thing, Navya. Good answer. Okay, and it's
Thank
nicely
you, ma'am.
drawn. I would like for some shade and shadow to be included, but
I
uh,
usually do that in the second round. So.
हाँ, ठीक. Please, I have. Okay, it's a fun story. It's a bit rough on the edges. I don't think that it's properly cleaned up. And I think that, if you already have the speed to get this much out, I think you can push a little bit more and just, try to get it clean within the first half itself. So you have more time for other things in the second half. है ना? Siddhesh, you're gonna have to draw bigger than this. It's so small to the point where I'm not really sure what's happening. And if it's something that requires the person, checking the papers to really zoom in, they're not gonna bother. So just think about that as well, right? The next person is Navya. Okay. So I like the first frame of the duckwala question. It doesn't really come off as like the duck itself has some value because of the eggs and stuff, because the coloring's not done. But I do like the style. The only thing I would change is the way that the duck is drawn in the last frame, the face and stuff, because it stopped looking like a duck by that point. Okay. Siddhesh, you're gonna have to try the directions wala question again. Just scroll and just look at everybody else's answer. So they didn't want you to draw a human pointing that way. They wanted you to show objects and maybe even animals or something pointing in a particular direction, moving in a particular direction that signifies direction, right? So, what question is this, Navya? There's cheese.
It's the
Is that
it's the
cheese?
potholes one.
Okay, that's
So
not
I
really.
thought you'd make
Potholes, I'm
holes
not
in
sure.
the sign itself.
The second one also, it's a gossip, but I don't get it. Like,
It's like you're spilling the tea.
spill. Okay, I just got it, but I don't think they will. And
And the
third
last one
one.
is too rough. Like I didn't get a proper idea for it.
Okay. Acha, Siddhesh, the telephone and the glasses one was a realism question, right? So it has to be realistically portrayed. Same goes for you, Navya, but I think you'll be able to finish it in the second run, right? So I think that will be fine. Um, Siddhesh, is he here? Because I haven't really gotten a reply or anything. Okay, if he's not here, we can skip. Navya, an alert band for sudden falls when alone. Okay, that's a little bit strange. So imagine you trip and fall, and a marching band starts playing. I mean, it doesn't sound very nice, does it?
Ma'am, it was for the elderly, like an issue for elderly people question. It's like if they fall in their house
Why
alone,
is
there'll be no one to
everybody
help.
solving just the falling problem? Do they fall that often? Like, and is that the only problem they have? Okay, next, Navya, visit family, talk to chief, visit local hospital, visit school, check sanitation, conduct checkups, conduct survey, check the level of vaccinations, speeches, and give lessons on basic awareness. Okay, I would like for you guys to look a little bit into design thinking, look a little bit into a couple of observation techniques, look up look up fly on the wall, look up body storming, look up see, there's a couple of things. Walk a mile immersion, look up walk a mile immersion. Look up the procedure, the proper way to conduct an interview, right? Look up these things and uh, try to understand the totality or like the best possible, try to understand their life to the max, right? That's your role as a designer. That's your role as somebody who is serving a client, right? That you get to know them as well as possible and you figure out what the problem was and you try to solve that. So while it's a very good answer, I would like for you to look up, you know, these techniques and how to get to know your client even and how to get to know the user even more. Okay. So, but okay, for now it's a good answer. I will say that it's a good answer. Navya, what is for the direction one? The tour one I understood. The wind one I understood. But are the first one and the second one the same thing, or is the first one dance?
The first one's dance.
And what is this? It looks
The
like
second one,
balloons.
the third, like the fourth one.
No, the fourth one is water spilling out. The
Yeah,
third
yeah,
one is wind or something, right?
yeah, yeah.
First one is dance. Second one is what?
Second one is just supposed to be like a samurai sitting on a sword. But I
Okay,
thought
that
I
is
told
not
you
clear
later.
at all.
Okay, okay. Got it.
Okay, Prashasti, is she here? Because if she's not, we'll move on.
I'm here.
Okay, take care. So, coming to your first one, potholes ahead, gossip space. See, look at your answer, look at everybody else's answer. We've mostly got the same thing, right? So a little bit of a change is required. Same goes for you also, Satvika. And even the onion and the chopping, yeah, the knife wala thing, you'll realize all four of your frames are basically the same frame. The only difference is one or two expressions and the dialogues, right? So the frames need to be diversified. I don't think you would watch a movie where the camera was always in one position only, right? Satvika, the fire one that you've done does not follow the guidelines of the question. The question asked for four different objects, four different
Not the
scenarios.
same answer.
Not the same object. And I would also recheck the color palettes. If you're going for a gradient, go from lightest to darkest. And look up those objects as well. I think they'll solve that color gradient wala situation. Okay. Prashasti, good answers, but execution has faltered. है ना?
Which question?
This directional question.
Oh, okay, okay.
And very similar for the old person one also, because it's like we need not only do we need to work on like the way that we execute objects for the stairs and the wheelchair and everything, but we also need to work on the human figures that we draw. Both
Yes,
of those
ma'am.
things are very important. And also, your illustration should be explaining what's happening and not the text.
All right.
Text is minimal, it's supposed to be minimal, right?
Yes,
Again,
ma'am.
the next answer for potholes, gossip, space, and everything by Olive, we have all done very, very similar answers. Next, I think this is Aditi's spatula plate, bottom of bowl, roll with a bottle. Okay, very similar answers. Very similar answers. Aditi, onion and knife wala question. Okay. It's less sketching and more writing, so I would flip that a little bit. The story itself also didn't really stand out too much. Look up what the three-act structure is and try to implement it in every single thing that you do. The direction one is also fine, but two of them are very similar. Okay, two of them are quite similar.
Yes, ma'am.
Aditi, with the potholes one, I don't mind at all. It's nicely executed, very nice. But again, some shade shadow is required. Sanhita, did you do this right now? The crispy and the soggy, the entire thing? Because it's so nice, so nicely done.
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice.
Ma'am, I'm yet to add a bit more shadows. Like I couldn't finish the same thing.
Take it. Archana, the guitar one doesn't work for the directions, right? The crosses one is fine, scissors is also fine, balloons is also fine. I think we can find more creative answers for that one. I think there's more to like, what we can use. Again, we all have done the same thing for gossip space and keep cleanliness and that answer. Some diversity is required there. Flat plate again, use a bottle again. Use a spoon, quite similar to what we've gotten. Wooden spatula, yes, we've gotten many times. Onion question. I'm gonna slash. Okay, very similar. First and second frames are the same. Third and fourth frames are the same. So diversity in frames and angles is very important. The cockroach, cheetah, sunflower, parrot one is fine. Parrot is a little bit strange because that is the most rainbow parrot I've ever seen. Sunflower, there needs to be more yellow and less of the other colors. Cheetah, the colors again need to be more yellowy, and the cockroach one is just dark. I think there needs to be some purplish hue, like a dark brown purple that needs to be, what is this? Okay. So some other hues need to be added to the cockroach one. Okay. Archana. Oh, the telephone and the glasses one. Interesting, interesting. Why is it so small? Is my question. Harshnil, you might have to send your work again because I can see that you've sent something, but it says photos can't open this file because the format is currently unsupported or the file is corrupted.
Okay. Ma'am, all or one or two?
Yeah, all of them because none of them have come through.
Okay.
1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2.
What about the first
Yeah.
question? Is that right?
Which one?
The first question?
First question where? Which first question?
I've sent it after the potholes one.
The writing ones I think are mostly all the answers are the same, right? Those see, let's focus more on the sketching questions, the other ones, so you can figure out the answers to them very easily, right?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Huh. Because we still have 7 more people to go. And class is supposed to end like 15 minutes ago. Okay. Shruti, can't reach problem and okay, nice, very nice. Interesting. Good solution, very simple, very like reasonable and stands out by itself. So that's very nice. Mm, the telephone and spectacles one, may telephone and spectacles were the only two things that were asked. So everything else is basically overkill, right? Because it's not gonna get you any extra
Ma'am, but
points.
it asks for 10 marks, right? So shouldn't we do a whole illustration?
Yeah, but only of those two things with a lot of like, shade, shadow, and texture zoomed in properly, showing all of the different, sides where the light hits it, how it looks so realistic. That's what they're looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Okay. The onion wala question, okay, the story looks interesting. I will say that some amount of shadowing, some amount of cross hatching would really pull through, like, make the story really pop. So that's what you need to add over there. And please make the frames the same proportions as the question. Okay. By the way, the people who've gotten their reviews can leave. You all don't have to stick around if your review is already done. Um, Potholes, gossip, trash, the same. We've gotten most of the answers as the same again and again. Um, okay, the onion question, Prashasti. Listen, you need to first of all draw your frames a little bit bigger, and the second thing that needs to happen over there is you need to add shades and shadows because reading it is impossible. Like it's so hard to grasp what's happening because the lines just all of them are the same tone. There's no shadows or there's no tones, there's no textures, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Olive, I would look up real life images of the phone and all of that. Nicely done, but I think the proportion of one part of the phone has gone off, and that's why that's the only part of the phone that we end up focusing on. Okay.
Yes.
Huh. Ritika, again, very similar answers, the representation of pothole and all of that. And cockroach के लिए white you didn't have to include. And cheetah के लिए I would include far more warmer colors. Oh, I think you're just not done. I think it was just that. I don't think you intentionally left that many white boxes. Okay. ठीक है. Ritika, also the knife and the onion is so far zoomed out that all four of the frames look very similar to each other. For the next one, also, I would hope from next time you would use, most of the A4 sheet, increase the size of the frames and use shade shadows and textures. And the directional question, you had to draw different objects, not just hands. Okay? Anyone who's gotten the review done, you don't have to stick around if you don't want to. Speaking of the next one, Harshneil, um,
Ma'am,
okay,
are they visible
really
now?
nice, really nice. Question 3 is really nice.
Ma'am,
Lovely,
telephone one?
yaar. No, no, the directional one. But I will say
Okay.
the first one that is there, na? The you can't
Yes.
really, I mean, the hand is like the most generic way to do it. The cars one is nice, stationary one is nice, dance one is also nice. But all of them are the same, like in the way that they're all like advertisements for something, do you know?
Yes.
So I would have kept one of them an advert and the rest I would have done something else.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Speaking of the color palette one, the parrot one, the blue is unnecessary. I would include far more greens because that's the most common parrot we know of, right?
Yes, ma'am, but
Sunflower.
I
Hmm.
included three green shades first, so I thought blue would be a.
But proportion of how much green is there to the rest of the body, right?
Uh,
Think about that.
okay.
Huh. Sunflower, where is the blue coming from?
Oh, ma'am, actually, it's done by mistake because I was
Okay,
finding some color variation among sunflower. So I
ठीक
thought
है.
the small black points are blue in color.
Oh, no, no, no. अच्छा, अच्छा.
Oh, okay, ma'am,
ठीक
I
है.
know it's wrong.
हाँ, ठीक है, not an issue. But I really like the rotary phone and the spectacles one that you've done. That's lovely. Very nice.
Thank you.
Also the potholes one, again, the representations are quite nice. I hope that you've used a full A4 sheet for it.
No, no, ma'am, half of it.
Full A4 sheet, okay.
Okay.
Aditi, the in shape and all of that is fine, but I think that your product is not um, really functional if the user finds it hard to adapt to it or use it or incorporate it into daily life. So those would be some questions I would ask. है ना? Look into how easily your user can adapt to the product that you are selling. Otherwise, if they don't get it, they just don't get it, right?
Ma'am.
Lena, all four frames of the onion question are quite similar to each other. And everybody just look at, like, I've just, liked this one image that Harshneil has sent of the rotary phone and the spectacles. Everyone, please do take a look at that because it's a very good, very, very good representation of that, spectacles wala question. Okay, what is this? Anyone who's had their review can leave. Y'all are free to leave. They find it difficult to bend down and pick things up, okay? And what is the solution you've come up with? Okay. The goose egg. You should have done this in a full page. Okay. And I want you to look up the color palettes again simply because this isn't really working to the best of your ability, you know? Avni, very nice framing with the onion and the knife and all of that. Nice. In the next one, you've left a lot of space, right? So I would look into that a little bit. Next one, the frames are diagonals, like the frames are changing. Either you've taken a picture like that or the way that you've drawn it is different. And weren't there supposed to be 10 of these images?
Yeah, I was only able to finish 5 and run 1.
Oh, okay. but they're nicely
Yeah.
detailed, so that's very good, and they seem fairly logical. I hope you wrote down the things that I had said earlier to look up and stuff. So,
Yeah.
so you can look a little bit into product design and user experience and stuff like that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody who's left? Shakti, I already saw your work. So your work is already seen. Lena's is seen. Avni's also I've checked.
Ma'am, actually, I couldn't
Ma'am,
hear
what
you
about
at
the
that time.
Huh?
Can you review mine again? I couldn't hear you at that time. Like my connection was lost. That's why.
Where did it go? Can you send your last one again? Because I don't know where it is.
Yeah, 1 minute.
ma'am, could you tell me about the dough one as well?
One
The
second.
rolling.
So
Yeah.
Lena, the goose one, you should have used a full. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Full A4 sheet for that, and I want you to
Oh,
look up
okay.
the color palettes again. Okay. And I
Yeah.
want you to practice humans because the humans are not coming through. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Whereas the old people one, there is more to it than just not being able to bend
Oh,
down and
okay.
stuff.
Yeah, I
Right?
forgot.
There has to
Yeah.
be some uniqueness there. And for the telephone one, I would scroll up a little bit, 4, 5 images before yours. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 images before yours. Harshnil has posted his sketch
Yeah.
of the rotary phone and the spectacles. Quite a good one. Okay.
Yeah.
So take a reference from there. And the onions one, what I had said was all 4 of those frames have turned out very similar to each other. You would not watch a movie that where the camera doesn't move, right?
Right. Yeah.
Shakti, were you saying something?
Yeah, ma'am, it was regarding
Did you send it again?
speed. No, ma'am, it was regarding speed. Like how do I improve speed in general? Because like by
You
the time
so
I
for
do,
any sketch that you do, you have to time yourself. So if you're drawing a normal human sitting next to you and you try to draw them, then you have to time yourself. That's how speed increases.
oh, okay, ma'am.
Huh.
Okay, ma'am.
Any other questions, Shakti or Lena? And Avni, any other questions? Like anything required? No?
Ma'am, just the dough one. I just wanted to know
Where
what I
is it?
can.
Can you just reply to it or send it again or something?
I
Because
can reply to. I don't think I
yeah,
can. Wait, I'll just send it again.
acha. Because I can't really even see where it is.
It's low. It's like sending. 1 second.
The very last one, are you asking? The duck one? Oh, the
No,
dough
the
one. Acha.
yeah.
Okay, so what I had said for that is it's fine. The answers are a bit generic. Tissue paper wala thing is not gonna work. And you've left a lot of space around the images. That was my thing. Because other places in your other sketches, your negative space is very well balanced. It's only that one that falls
Okay.
apart a little bit. And that one, and the next one where the frames are all diagonal.
I think that happened in the photo.
Oh, acha.
The
Acha, you
yeah.
took it sideways.
Yeah.
Anything
Okay.
else?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions,
Thank you.
Harshnail?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Tell me.
Ma'am, in today's sketches, I use micron pens for 3 of my sketches.
Yeah, it was
So
nice.
my question was like, can I use them
Yeah.
for all of my sketches?
Yeah.
Then my question like, couldn't it would be boring for the examiner like this person has used micron pens for every one of his sketches.
So ऐसे तो pencil भी boring हो जाएगी फिर है ना?
नहीं pencil
नहीं यार
one thing more,
चलता है.
ma'am.
Whatever works for you works for you. That's it. If
Okay.
you're really feeling like that, then maybe do one thing. 4 में micron use कर लो. 1 में you can use pencil. That also works.
Yes, ma'am. One thing more, ma'am.
Hmm.
I've seen that you are going to be the GK faculty for
Yeah.
aptitude. Is it right?
Yes.
So, ma'am, हिंदी में बोलूं?
I didn't understand. Sorry, what was your
Okay.
question?
So my question was like, I'm doing, I mean, I'm doing GK of my own.
Acha, you're
And
asking if I know any GK faculty.
no, my question was like, I'm doing GK of my own, and yeah, I'm glad like you are going to teach us. But for that famous artist and their artworks section, ma'am, I don't really get it, like how to revise all of them and how to revise the painter and who like.
Okay. I have a suggestion for you. 1 second, let me just